Syndicate blogs or guest posts? Which one's best? Stay tuned and I'll explain the difference. Hi and welcome back to my channel again, A Search for Passive Income. In this video, I'm going to show you syndicate blogs, why I use them, and what's the difference between a syndicate blog and a guest post. I've just been ordering a syndicate post from iWriter for one of my articles, which you can see on screen now. An article that I wrote about the Income School, the Project 24 course that I've been a member of, and I've had the privilege of meeting Ricky and Jim over at Income School, where I had a couple of days personal one-on-one tuition. They flew from America to my home, and I wrote an article all around their course. It's a pretty good article. It's 2,500 words long. It's just starting to get a bit of ranking, but I just thought I needed to get it a little bit more link juice. So I thought, what better way than doing a syndicate post? So let's talk a little bit about what a syndicate post is. Some of you may not have ever used one or even know what one's about. Well, a syndicate post is where you offer a piece of your content out to other websites and social media network platforms where they can repurpose and use your content. Normally that will be reused in exactly the same format that you've published it in, or they may want to slightly alter it and maybe shorten it, that makes it fit for their website and their audience base. And they use that content which you've already published, but they must put a disclaimer on that to say that this piece of content was originally published on your website. So basically you're offering up a great piece of content that somebody's gladly going to accept and share onto their website because it's a good piece of content, their readers will love it. But within that piece of content, there's a link saying that this article was originally published on your website. This will gain you a great, strong backlink which can only make your article better, rank better in Google, and also show Google that your website in general is getting shares and getting some social interaction. So there's three reasons really why a syndicate post works really well. So number one, it's great for SEO and it's great for building backlinks. So number two, it's great for building up a relationship with other websites and other businesses. They're more likely to do a collaboration or accept guest posts from you in future if they've already seen one of your syndicate articles or already accepted one of your syndicate articles. Number three, it's great for building a new audience, getting traffic from a source and maybe niche that you didn't even target before suddenly starts coming over to your website. That's great, and you start building a bigger following. What's a guest post? Well, a guest post is where you reach out to another website and say, hey, I can write some great content that's purposely written for your readers. It will suit your audience. And in return, if you could kindly link it back to my website and give me the credits for writing the article, I'd gladly submit it to you for free. These are seen within the industry as one of the best ways to gain backlinks and get true do follow links, which are the best links you can have. It shows Google that other people are accepting your content, and that if they're willing to accept it and they provide a backlink to you, it shows Google that you're an authority within your niche. So the difference between the two, a syndicate post is an article you've already written and that you share to another website, which they then can share to their wider audience. In return, you'll gain a backlink for offering your piece of content out to them for free. A guest post is where you'll write a brand new topic, a brand new article for their website with their readers in mind. Again, this is something you're doing for free in return for a strong backlink. So which is the best, guest post, syndicate post? Well, the majority of people are always going to go with a guest post because this is original content that you're writing specifically for the website in mind and their audience, their reader. Therefore, they're more likely to accept it and they're more likely to give you a backlink to your website. There's also no fear of duplicate penalties from Google. with a syndicate post, if the right procedure is not done when publishing that article, it could bounce back to you and you could get a duplicate penalty from Google, which nobody wants. That will dramatically impact the traffic you get to your website. So when doing a syndicate post, you have to go about it the right way. This is one of the reasons why if I ever do a syndicate post, I always use a company like the Hoff or iWriter, who can put your content out to the right people, reputable websites with decent traffic, strong domain authority, and know that they will implement it on their website in the correct manner, so nobody's at risk from any duplicate content or incurring any penalties from Google. There's also the time factor involved. If you think reaching out to hundreds of websites to ask if you can share some of your content that is already published on your website doesn't sound like a great deal to them, but when it comes from a big company like the Hoff saying, hey, we've got a customer, I recommend your article for your site, they're more likely to accept it. So why have I decided to get a syndicate post for this particular article, the Income School Project 24 course review? Well, the article's doing okay. It's a very competitive keyword. It has a really good affiliate program behind it, hence the reason I'm trying to push it. But I just found it needed a little bit of a boost, and I just hope that this syndicate post, which was I think $49, it will get shared amongst a lot of websites with some big domain authorities, and it will gain some backlinks back to this article, which I then hope will push it up the Google rankings and earn me more affiliate commissions. Is syndicate posting really worth it? Well, it's in question. Depends how much you're going to pay for that syndicate post, to be honest. Under $50, I do it every now and again, just when I feel that a certain article that's a bigger keyword, a harder keyword to rank, where it just needs that little bit of push and that little bit of link juice behind it to maybe gain some traction. So that's the only time I do it. Otherwise, I never do any link building on any of my other articles. And I just find that some of the syndicate posts can be really expensive. For instance, you can get a syndicate post for the Hoff, costs like $500. You know, is it worth it? No, it's not. You know, trust me, I know people who've done it. I've personally done it, spent a couple of $100 on it and gained one backlink from a syndicate post. So if it's $30, $40, $50 and your website or your article just needs that little bit of extra boost, yeah, give it a try. There's little risk. There is some risk. I mean, disclaimer here, you know, there is some risk around doing syndicate posts from getting that duplicate content penalty, but you know, everything's got a slight risk to it, hasn't it? So it's whether you think that risk reward is worth it. So in this case, I thought it was. I've definitely given it a try. We'll see in a couple of months if I get any links from this and if it was worth it, and just if it's jumped it up through the Google rankings. I have took a note of where I am in the Google rankings for this article as of today, and I'll be interested and happy to show you, if you want, in a couple of months what the difference is, if it made a difference, whether it was worth it. So thank you for joining me on my video again. Lots of great content to come. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you like this video, if you found it helpful. Leave a comment below if you've ever used a syndicate post, how you found it, where you get yours from, and if they help. So thank you for joining me. See you next time.